Hey, good morning, everybody. Just wanted to do a quick video, real quick, talking about trauma kits. It's something that most of us don't have that you all should have. Okay, it's first aid trauma kit. They sell these things at Walmart. Well, maybe not Walmart. Where did I get this one? Academy Sports. That's where I got this. They cost about $30. So I'm just gonna run through real quick. I emptied mine out. I'm just gonna run through a quick inventory of what I have in mind. I mean, this is something that you need whenever you go to the range or anytime you're out, out shooting or whatever. You want to have one of these. Man, let me run through this real quick. Let's see. Hold on a second. Just real quick, some items that I have in mind. Got burn cream, self-explanatory. Now, most of this stuff that I'm showing you actually came in this kit. Again, for about $30. Everything that I'm showing you pretty much came in it. Got aspirin. Again, lots of uses for that. Alcohol, wipes, hand sanitation wipes. Different bandages, things like that. Basically things that you would need really in a combat situation or anything like that. Rubber gloves. Again, ace bandage. Again, most of this stuff I'm not telling you what it's for because it's all self-explanatory. Okay. Medical tape. And this medical tape right here is actually, I think, is the, I forgot what it's called, man. But it's something that I need to get out my package because I'm actually allergic to this. I think it's silk tape, I think is what they call it. Silk tape. In most hospitals, they don't even use this stuff anymore. And I need to get this out of here because, matter of fact, put that to the side because what it is, when that stuff hits my skin, it's real hard to actually take off. And I've actually, in the past, gotten blisters from this. And I think that's what this is. It actually looks like what they actually call silk tape, and most hospitals don't use that anymore. So I'm going to take this out of my trauma kit because I don't want anybody using this on me. Trauma kit also comes with scissors, excuse me, more gauze, okay? The reason for all this gauze and stuff like that is because stopping the bleeding is the most important thing. I mean, in a combat situation or if you get injured at the range or out training, we need to stop the bleeding and get that person medical attention, okay? So that's where all this gauze and so forth comes into play. Again, I think I mentioned the rubber gloves already. Also for minor cuts and bruises. Now, this is some stuff that I added in. This is actually like some super glue, okay? Again, treating minor wounds, you can actually, with some type of cut, you can squeeze it together and actually put crazy glue on it in an emergency situation. I mean, not something you want to use on the kids, but in a actually life-threatening situation, you can go ahead and use that. Now, the last two things that I'm actually going to go over and show you real quick are things that I actually added into my trauma kit. Okay, the trauma kit, I think, actually came with these. This is supposed to be a tourniquet. You can see it's just one of those rubber things. Like if you're getting blood drawn at the hospital, they put this on. And again, in an emergency situation, yeah, you can put this on real tight. And I actually still keep them in my trauma kit just in case. But I also purchased, a real tourniquet. Okay, this is a real one. Got this on eBay. Again, not expensive. And I also purchased this at Walmart. Stop Bleeding. Okay, this is actually a product that you actually would put down inside a wound, and it is supposed to stop the bleeding. I don't know exactly how it works, to be honest with you, but in an emergency situation, this is something that you can use to help stop the bleeding. Again, that's pretty much it, okay, that goes into this trauma kit. And a lot of you probably haven't noticed, but whenever I go to the range and I've got my range bag, this is actually in my bag. And sometimes when we're training outside or whatever, it's usually on my belt. I mean, most people probably don't pay attention to it, but I've always had this thing with me. I always have a trauma kit with me. And everybody should actually have it. Okay? And keep in mind that the trauma kit really isn't for you to use on another person. Everyone should have their own personal trauma kit. And the trauma kit purpose is for this to be used on me. Okay? If I go down, you come over here, you render first aid to me using my trauma kit, not your own. Unless, you know, I'm really effed up and you need to go into your trauma kit. I should have everything in here for you to help, you know, to treat me, to help save my life. Should be in my own personal trauma kit. Everybody should have their own, okay? So again, one of the comrades goes down, I go over, I see where the trauma kit is, I rip it open, and I start using the supplies that they have to render first aid to that individual, okay? So it's very important that everyone have their own individual trauma kit. And again, it's not expensive. It costs about $30. They sell them at Academy Sports. They probably sell them at other places. I think mine was a brand of Voodoo Tactical. With the brand that they sell at Academy Sports. Again, if you're in Fayetteville, it's right there on Skybo Road, across from Home Depot. Is where Academy Sports is. But they probably sell them other places. Like I said, you can probably order them online for whatever price. But make sure when you order them online that you get one that's real cheap and you'll open it up and it really hardly got anything in it. Okay, so make sure that if you order it online, look down in the item description and make sure it has a list there of what actually is in the trauma kit. Oh, and there's one other thing that for some reason I took out of my trauma kit that I need to put back, and that is clear fingernail polish. That's another thing that needs to be added to your trauma kit. The reason for that, you get out, you get chiggers, ticks, whatever, you know, might get on you. I don't know about ticks, but I know definitely it'll help to treat chiggers. Again, if you've been in the military, North Carolina, Fort Bragg, you know about them chiggers. They get on you, they itch like hell. But you can put fingernail polish on those. Minor cuts, abrasions, things like that. You can put fingernail polish on it to help cover it and seal it and stop stuff from getting infected. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over that because I wanted to encourage everybody to go out and actually get a trauma kit. Okay, so now I've done this video. You've seen, you know, basically what's in it. This stuff can save your life. Okay, especially this. Okay, especially this stop bleeding and this tourniquet. They are must have. They're mandatory. Okay, you need to go out and get this. All right. See if I missed anything. Nah, basically that's it. Okay. Yeah, go get your trauma kit. All right, peace, y'all.